Hi everyone, and welcome to the first FDSU training video. Okay, let's get started. So we're signing in today as EMS 41. Let's see. Ooh, log out of that one. Okay, EMS 41. You should be able to use your Culver City email. Okay, signing in now. We open on a responder view, and I'm going to briefly go over what these buttons do. So this button would give you all the dispatches available to your profile, and if you want to change the dispatches you get or filter the dispatches you get, you can. You just have to go up to the top right corner, click on your name, and you should be able to either click on all dispatches, or you can change it to just EMS 41, for example, or any selection of those. Just make sure you hit Control when you're selecting. So Control for a Windows and Command for a Mac. So in this case, say I wanted to do EMS 41, Engine 42, Engine 41, Battalion 41. You know what? Let's just select as many as we can just for this demo. I could just turn on all dispatches if I wanted to really select all of them, but I'm just going to leave one out just so you guys can see what you can do with this. So save, and now I can go back to the map view by clicking on the FDSU icon. So as I was saying, this notification button will allow you to view all the dispatches, so that you can toggle that on and off, and you can select the call of your choice. Normally it toggles you to the most recent call. In this case it would be this call, and you can click on that one to get more information. So in this pop-up you can see the dashboard. The dashboard will give you information that's already available on FDSU. And for example, this, it tells you the construction type, occupancy, bedrooms. Okay, next is the show size up. This is the same as clicking on that dispatch location icon. And we can also view the incident list by going to the mobile icon off to the left hand side and clicking on the incident list. And here we have a list of all the dispatch calls with location, result, type, and other notes. And we can head back to the map by clicking on the FDSU icon. And here we have a Twitter feed button. We are able to view the tweets that come out from within a certain radius. So we can filter the tweets by radius, time interval, and keywords. And here we have call notes. So it'll give us the history of the occupancy. So let's check that out. This one doesn't have any previous occupancy call history. However, if you notice an occupancy has a lengthy history, it could be a good idea to create a preliminary PFP and to encourage the residents to sign up to FDSU with a Community Connect account. And here we have weather alert, and this could be useful for certain situations. Okay, next up we have this toggle nearest primary address, and that will allow you to go into pre-plan mode within the responder view. So I'll show you what that looks like. It'll populate all these addresses, and if you click on these addresses, you'll be able to go into edit pre-plan mode. We're not going to go into that at this moment, but I will post a different video to explain pre-plans. For toggle nearest secondary addresses, that will allow you to see if there are any addresses attached to a main address. For example, this one, you get a lot more addresses here because there are several addresses attached to this main address here. So I'm going to toggle that off, and you'll see that these guys disappear. Okay, and then we have the layers button, and you can turn off layers by clicking them off, and you can turn them back on just as easily. So for example, hydrants, if I click on the hydrants layer, the hydrant data will disappear. And you can bring it back up just by checking the box again. Then we have the points of interest button, and that will let you know if there's any landmarks within the area. So for example, Studio Royale, Palm Court. Here we have the show street view. You can go in there and it'll plop us down on the call. And you can always scroll down to see what's going on. So as you can see, we're at 107.41, Oregon Avenue. And then to exit, you can just click on the X up here and you are out of Street View. And here we have the measurement tool or ruler, which we can use to measure distances from a hydrant to a residence. So for example, we can do that. We can also clear the measurements and done. And we have the EagleView. It gives us a reticle, which will allow us to select an area and get different images from different angles. And you can always reset by clicking this button here and rotate using these. So it gives you a lot of information on the various angles of a building. So let's reset. There we go. And then you have various images to choose from. Take into consideration that the more you scroll, the older these images will be. And generally, the first image that you get is one of the better images. And then to exit this, just click on the exit button at the top right. We also have Street View from Google here, and we can use that to walk across the streets here, just as you would in Google Maps. Okay, and then to exit this, you can click on the back button on the top left corner. The last few buttons are the zoom in, zoom out button, and possibly on a mobile device, also a find my location button, which will be located around this area as well. So bottom right corner of the screen. Lastly, we have two toggle buttons on the bottom left corner, and I would recommend sticking to Google because if you toggle over to ArcGIS, you'll see that the image isn't quite as crisp. The quality isn't nowhere near as good. This is particularly bad. I would say stick to Google. And then for the second toggle button, it's between map and satellite. And if you want a cleaner view, if you feel like this is too cluttered, you can switch to map view and you have a better view of the streets and simple outlines or footprints of buildings. And that was it for the responder view. If you have any questions, please comment or send me an email. My contact information is available on that Welcome to First Stu email. Thank you for watching. Let's keep mapping and learning. I'll see you guys next time.